Hey guys, so today I'm going to talk a little bit about Charles' law and go over how to do a Charles law problem. Charles' law deals with effects in changing temperature and volume of an ideal gas at constant moles and pressure. So what we're going to do here is I have a little diagram that said that it's a balloon that when you heat up the gas inside, the volume of the balloon expands. So Charles' law, what he did was he measured the volumes at different temperatures and then extrapolated to find what they call the absolute zero, where the gas would have zero volume. Now, theoretical temperature, this is what he calculated. And we actually figured out that this was, he called this absolute zero. And we determined this was 0 Kelvin. Which is just the Celsius scale shifted over 273 degrees. So that's how we came up with the Kelvin scale, which is the absolute temperature scale. So temperature Kelvin is just Celsius plus 273. So that way we could directly relate kinetic energy to the temperature. And that's why we use Kelvin when we're doing gas laws. So temperature Kelvin is just the temperature Celsius scale, but shifted over 273 so that we have that 0, 0 point. Here we go. Charles' law is their ratio is directly proportional to a constant. And so our volume 1 over our temperature 1 is equal to our volume 2 over our temperature 2. And that's because we have that y-intercept of 0 if the temperature is Kelvin. To convert to temperature Kelvin, all we do is take our degrees Celsius and add 273. So have to be in Kelvin. Otherwise, it doesn't work. Think about what would happen every time it went from 1 degree Celsius to 2 degrees Celsius. If the volume doubled, we'd be in trouble. So let's go over a quintessential Charles' law style problem. At 23 degrees Celsius, a gas occupies 12.0 liters. What volume would the gas occupy at 35 degrees Celsius? So here we go. So my temperature initial is 23. My initial volume is 12. So my final temperature is 35, and it's asking about what my final volume would be. So you can leave that as V2 question mark, or you can even call it X if you want, as long as you define your variables, whatever variable you want. First thing we have to do is convert to Kelvin. We have to add 273 to our Celsius temperature. So we get our initial temperature we're going to use in our calculation is 296 Kelvin. Our final temperature is 308 Kelvin. Okay, so I have here my Charles' law equation. I substitute my variables in. So I have 12 liters over 296 Kelvin equals volume 2 over 308 Kelvin. You guys can cross multiply if you want. You try to use algebra, so all you have to do here is multiply both sides of this equation by 308 Kelvin, and we get our value for volume 2, which ends up being 12.5 liters.